All right, guys, on another episode of What Did Mello Buy That Is a Total Piece of Shit? Excuse me. Whew. Just sneezed. Allergies. Okay, so we have us a 2001 4Runner. Okay, so I bought this thing for 1,500 bucks. It has a hellacious valve cover oil leak, and the O2 sensor, the front one, is bad. So I have new valve covers on the way. I have a new O2 sensor from Denso on the way. I had the battery inside the house charging, and let's see what we got right here. So I took all this off so far. It runs, it drives, AC's ice cold, the heat works, all the windows and shit work. The only thing is that it's throwing a code for misfiring on cylinder 6, so I put new spark plugs in it. It did not clear up the code. And so I'm hoping that it's probably just oil seepage from the valve covers leaking, or it could also be caused by the O2 sensor. So we'll start with those two because it obviously doesn't run all that great since the O2 sensor is out. Like, it cruises along just fine and it idles fine, but like when you give it throttle. What are you doing, kitty? When you give it throttle, it kind of like stutters along and everything. So anyways, we took the intake off, and I'm going to take the fuel rails off tomorrow, and the harness rails, so I can get to the valve covers on both sides. Seems easy and simple enough because you can actually get to it now with the intake off, but this is a completely new engine to me, so you know, remembering where all these bolts and vacuum hoses and shit go is going to probably be a job in and of itself. So that's going to be fun. Since the last video, go ahead and go over all the cars in the yard. I did the full 86 swap on my FRS because this car was in an accident since my last video and had to have a whole new front end. So new front end, new headlights, etc, etc. So car looks brand new, so we love that. And then we have this old hunk of junk that is the channel's namesake. This is my 2001 IS300 twins, because that's 2001, and this has a 2JZ GTE in it, and it does not currently run for reasons that are unknown to me. So gonna fix this 4Runner up. It's gonna be my daily, and then we're going to take the engine out of this, and we're gonna put the 2JZ in this, and I'm going to sell or scrap the IS300. I'm tired of working on super old shit, which is ironic considering I just bought another 2001 model vehicle. But I want to turn the FRS into the Supra that Toyota did not make. So that's kind of the whole plan there. And then also show you guys something else that we have. I think I made a video on it on the channel. But this is my 22 Yamaha MT-07. This thing has full exhaust from Yoshimura. It has a Horde Power intake, and it's tuned, and it's sick. It's fun. I mean, it's not like super sport fast, but it's hooligan fast, and will do dank woolies. So it's dirty, it needs to be cleaned, but other than that, it is actually in pretty solid shape. Everything works. The most wear is on the driver's seat here, here, and here. And then everything else is mostly fine. Like the passenger seat looks fine. The back seat is actually in really good shape, as is the third row. Trying to see what else we got here. I got the console, center cup, like the center stack, everything works. The clock actually works, which is extremely rare for third gen 4Runners. And mind you, again, I paid $1,500 for this thing. It was an older woman who I think just didn't want to pay a shop to have this thing fixed from like the oil leak and the O2 sensor, but you know, whatever. Has a sunroof as well, and yeah, I'm actually pretty stoked on this thing because I have wanted a third gen 4Runner forever. And if you guys know anything about these things are stupidly priced if you buy one that is running in solid shape. Even like with 300,000 miles, they're still like 7, 8, 10 grand to 10 grand in my area for like a clean one. And so finding a running one where everything works and just needs a little TLC for $1,500, has good tires on it, AC works, heat works, all that stuff, was a pretty good deal in my opinion, so I jumped on it. And yeah, so this is gonna be the new project for the channel. We're gonna be working on this, I would say, pretty steady in the next few weeks, because I have parts ordered for this thing, and there are also things that I want to do to it aside from maintenance. Like I want to put a new radio in it, I want to put a roof rack on it. Probably gonna look on Facebook Marketplace for some new 4Runner wheels and tires, put those on here. This is 2-wheel drive. See what else. That's pretty much all I can think of as far as like modifications go. There's nothing really crazy that I want to do for this thing, but I want to set this thing up for like overlanding and camping and outdoor stuff. Also being able to pull a trailer. Has a hitch on it for whenever we need to like pull a car or something like that. I don't know, but I know it would be awful for that, but there are like trailer things that I would like to do with this too. So yeah, pretty happy about it. So anyway, this is a little bit of a short video, but I just wanted to go ahead and show this off and record this process, because I want to get this thing cleaned up, make it my daily. I was tired of getting in and out of the FRS dirty after work every day. Tired of my only transportation being a coupe, which there's nothing wrong with that, but I just didn't want to. I want to keep that car clean because like it's functionally perfect and the interior on that car is mint. I want to keep it that way. So we're going to be working on this thing for a while, and yeah, so this is the start of this build project right here. So yeah, and you know, whatever, if this motor ever blows, maybe we put an LS in it, who knows. But yeah, so to recap, we are going to be doing the valve cover gaskets soon, because as you can see, they are a bit gross. Like you can see it really well here on this side. Like look how gunky the back cylinder is. So much so that after running this thing for like 20 minutes, there was a little bit of smoke off of the header from like oil burning. So gonna go ahead and try to fix that, make sure this thing runs tip-top shape, because oil was clear and clean. It didn't look like it had a blown head gasket or anything like that. Doesn't run hot. So yeah, we're gonna start with the simple stuff. Already put new spark plugs in it, new valve cover gaskets on the way, new O2 sensor, and then we go from there. Do a compression test on this thing if it still doesn't run very well after that. But yeah, so anyways, mellow 2JZ back. We're gonna be mellow 4Runner for a little while, but yeah, if you like the build, like the video, subscribe for more if you're just now checking in. Going to be doing some updates on the IS300 this winter. I'm gonna be honest with you guys and say that it's not on the immediate build list. I have stuff I want to do to the FRS, because I have a big Brembo brake kit for that car we're going to put on there, and then we're going to do coilovers on that car this winter as well, because I want to get it set up properly to get an engine swap. I don't want it to just be all show and like no handling and like no, like just nothing but a straight line car. I want it to actually handle well like it does now. So yeah, that's going to be a project. And yeah, so stay tuned for more videos. Subscribe if you have not already, like the video, and other than that, comment, let me know what you think about my new piece of shit, my new hoopty doop. See you guys.